Baseball is full of surprises, by Joe Dyson. Opening day arrived in the away city, and the crowd was so busy cheering for the hometown favorites that nobody noticed when none of the team members were introduced for the franchise. "Play ball!" yelled the umpire. The stadium announcer gave a quizzical look at the official, who had just handed him the lineup card. The official looked back and gave his instruction: "Just read it." With that, a figure emerged from the franchise's dugout, so the announcer sprang into action. "Coming up first, from Montreal, Canada, weighing 235 pounds, Pete Peterson." The announcer paused because the production note on the lineup card told him to. "Peterson!" There was scattered applause as the fans watched a stocky fellow, who appeared to have bleach blonde hair sticking out from under his cap, make his way into the batter's box. Gasps came from the crowd as they watched Peterson march directly past home plate and towards the mound. Halfway to the hill, he stopped and commenced screaming at the hurler. He pointed and waved until his hat fell off, revealing a head full of bleach blonde hair that shook as he yelled. The big man on the mound finally screamed, "I haven't even thrown a pitch yet!" "Well, watch yourself," yelled Peterson as he picked up his cap and headed back to the plate. The crowd was still buzzing as Peterson sent the first pitch of the season, scorching down the third base line, just high enough to elude the leaping left fielder as it sailed over the fence. The buzz grew as Peterson ran around the bases as fast as he could chug and slid face first across home plate. The crowd cheered wildly until they all slowly realized that Peterson didn't play for their team. So they all sat down. Peterson beat the dust off his uniform and headed back to the dugout, and the second batter was introduced. "Coming up next, from Dead Man, Texas, weighing 310 pounds, Marshall Matt Killing." He paused. "Killing!" From the dugout emerged a massive individual wearing a baseball uniform and a black 10-gallon hat. As he dug his cleats in, the umpire called time and made gestures indicating that the big Marshal would not be able to bat while wearing a 10-gallon hat. Using large gestures, the Marshal expressed his displeasure until the bat boy appeared with the regulation baseball cap. The big man slowly removed his 10-gallon hat, revealing a pasty white, bald head. The crowd broke into laughter. The Marshal threw down his hat and turned towards the crowd and stared. Then he looked in another portion of the crowd and stared. He did a 360 with his stare as the crowd roared louder. The umpire encouraged the big lawman to get back into the batter's box. The first pitch was sent soaring out of the stadium. As Marshall Killing galloped around the bases, he pointed his hands as if they were pistols and fired at the sky. The stadium was still buzzing as the next introduction was made. "Coming up third, from the Empire State Building, weighing 295 pounds, Skyscraper!" He paused. "Scraper!" A collective gasp could be heard from around the stadium as an ebony man standing over 7 feet 5 inches tall strode toward the plate. What's he gonna do? How about going to Lulu.com or Amazon.com and buying Baseball is Full of Surprises by author Joe Dyson. Bye!